Roger Jackson is a scumbag who needs to be jailed.
When we're in the ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a double leg on me, by the way, work a better double leg, you prick. And then I'm telling you to calm down. I'm not even fighting. I'm not even being hostile. Then you're trying to work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you punch me in the eye after we're breaking it up, you loser. That's why you got headbutt, and that's why I punch you, and you're lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of person are you? You low life clown. You want clout, so you beat up a guy that's half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to hurt you. The is wrong with you?
So do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watched the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people with me. I don't care how many times you've been fingered in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a problem with the world and the people around you, change your people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever live, your father, use his clout, use his knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't train like that? You're a bully. You're a bitch. Fuck you.
I am probably a little late on this video because I really just wanted to wait and get more updates so I can make a more in-depth video on this. So there may or may not be extra info in here. I don't really know at the time of writing this script. However, this guy right here just beat this guy right here half to death for basically no reason, and it's actually so brutal and disgusting. I will not be happy until this guy is locked up, genuinely. For those of you who don't know, this is Roger Jackson. Well, you probably do know him by now, but he is the son of former UFC and Pride fighter Rampage Jackson. These guys have kind of blown up on Kick recently, doing a lot of father-son IRL content. Wholesome stuff, right? However, Roger Jackson, who by the way is also a trained MMA fighter, went absolutely apeshit. And I want to let this be known because you guys can't see me. I am half black and half white, half Jamaican, half English. So with my black side, I will speak for everyone here when I say Roger Jackson went apeshit. And I mean that with as much racial connotations as possible. This guy is a fucking monkey. And if you are a black individual, you should be calling this guy a watermelon munching orangutan. Because this dude genuinely just set black people back 50 years, bro. This guy doing a wrestling event picked up a dude who was completely unaware of his presence until he was in the air, body slammed him, which knocked him out instantly, and then proceeded to slam this dude's face in 27 times before he was finally pulled off of this dude. 27 times. Do you know how deranged and unhinged you have to be to hit a person? Full haymakers, not little punches, cocked back rocket launchers into a guy's face. Get this man an assault rifle right now. In all seriousness though, lock this dude up and throw away the key, bro. By the end of straight whooping this dude, he was bloodied, and of course, they couldn't wake this dude up. In fact, at some point, it's rumored that the guy flatlined in the ring, which is to be expected from someone who just received 27 haymakers from a professionally trained MMA fighter. None of what I am saying was scripted or fake. This dude just committed attempted murder on a dude on live stream. How can you not call this guy a gorilla, bro? Not only did you fucking lose your mind, you recorded it.
You!
Of course I had to censor this in some way or my video would get taken down, but even from this clip, you can just see how ruthless this is. I grew up and still live in London, right? So I have seen my fair share of violent things. I don't want to be like the emo edgy boy and be like, I watched all of my friends die. But seeing dudes getting their heads stamped on a couple of times after they just lost a fight isn't something that's super uncommon, right? However, this video, even for me, was so difficult to watch. I actually got pissed off at this guy for a minute before I remembered that I'm watching pixels on a screen. What I find the most retarded about this video is that this scumbag just did not stop hitting this guy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The only reason this guy even stopped was because finally someone stepped in and stopped this guy. Finally. And it just makes you think that if this was an empty room with just Raja and this guy, is that just it? Are we watching Saitama from One Punch Man just do consecutive normal punches until his arms just give out and this guy's head looks like a scorched tomato? Bro, some people just have something wrong with them. I don't know how a human being who hasn't like raped one of your children or like your mother can do this to another human being, bro. Even if a guy came up to me with a greatsword and threatened my life and I somehow overpowered this guy and knocked him out, I am not sitting there and slamming into the guy 27 times, bro. The victim here was a wrestler by the name of Psycho Stu. Psycho Stu is a guy who is ex-military with PTSD and wrestles as some type of escapism from that, right? From everything that I have seen, the guy is a complete W-mans. Nobody has anything to say bad about this guy on Twitter, where everyone has something bad to say about everyone. As far as we know, this guy is alive. Update, Psycho Stu is alive and well and set to make a recovery, despite having multiple bones in his face broken. Time will tell if he has any lasting brain issues, but this at least for now is good news. We got this info through Rampage Jackson, who kinda dropped his own PR take on the incident, I guess. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and the work that went wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to kick for the situation. So, firstly, this confirms that Psycho Stu is at least alive and won't die. Thank God, because I think that dudes would have literally gone for Raja's head with pitchforks and nooses if that dude had died, and I can't even say that it would have been unwarranted. Secondly, this whole tweet is retarded because did Raja just miss the memo that wrestling is fake to an extent? Like, it's fake enough that you don't rock your opponent's skull 27 times whilst they're unconscious. What has Raja being an MMA fighter got to do with anything? If I am an office worker and I get a leaky pipe in my home, does that mean I don't know not to stick my bare penis into the pipe to plug it shut just because I'm not a plumber? What are you talking about, bro? And thirdly, this is the most PR tweet I have ever seen in my life. Rampage Jackson saying, I am deeply upset. Shut up, bro. This tweet aside, I think that everyone's prayers are going to Stu and his family, and it is a fantastic thing that this dude won't fucking die. However, when this dude is coherent, what is that going to look like? Is he going to have brain damage? What? The dude took 27 sledgehammers to his face. Now, I think it's time that we look at what led up to this, right? Because Rampage Jackson mentioned a concussion Raja had gotten previously, which was caught on camera, by the way, and also there's some depth to this story before Raja activated his monkey Wukong transformation.
Like that. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Let the kick land and count. What? What happened?
Raja was sparring in some gym somewhere, right? streaming, of course. So naturally, there's going to be Jimmy Big Bollocks here, who tries to knock out Raja on stream and hits bro with a tornado kick in sparring. What this guy was doing, I have no idea. This guy is almost as retarded as Raja. Complete loser activity, right? But this is the backstory behind the concussion. But now let's look up what led up to the actual attempted murder attempt and why some retards are still trying to defend Raja in this situation.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh, you don't sell it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking
Bro.
worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry about
Nah,
that.
I will fuck
No,
him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know
No,
you will.
no.
We're good.
I will
Sorry
fuck
about
him
that.
up, bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, I will fuck him up,
I
bro.
know you will.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were a worker.
I get it.
We're not working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, too. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Oz? We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your mat so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you know anything about wrestling, it's that these dudes stay in character 24/7, right? They have a character to play that they don't really stray from when they're on camera like this, even when these guys are just chilling outside, right? So Stu not knowing that Raja wasn't one of the wrestlers, which is fair enough because he was backstage, hits Raja over the head with a quote-unquote beer bottle. And why I say quotes is because these sort of props are used all the time in wrestling and are usually made with like compressed air to create the illusion that they've been smashed on someone. So Raja did not get hit with a beer bottle. However, Raja was well within his rights to get pissed off at this because slapping someone with anything without them knowing is probably a bad idea in any situation, right? If Raja right here would have body slammed Stu and given him a few punches, I probably would have called him cringe and oversensitive, but I would have understood why he did that. The thing is, Raja Jackson is a coward, so he wouldn't have dared do anything surrounded by wrestlers with an opponent that can see him coming. So things cooled off here once dude started to explain like, wait, he's not a worker, this was a bad miscommunication, whatever, and Stu actually apologized and the two shook hands. And apparently the organizers or whatever arranged it so Raja would body slam Stu in the ring and give him a punch or two. A fake punch or two, as kind of like a revenge storyline, which sounds pretty entertaining, right? And like it will make the whole situation a little more lighthearted. But Raja Jackson, being the complete spineless sludge of a human being, decided to tell his whole stream of I don't even know how many people that he was going to go in there and hit Stu until someone pulled him off, which is fucking diabolical. This is straight villainy. Like, I never would have thought I would actually get to use that word in a serious context, but that is literally what this is. So basically, Raja did not just have a moment of madness, which still wouldn't have been excusable, but at least would have given us the idea that there isn't an actual demon residing within this guy. This was a premeditated attack. He had an entire plan that he was going to go in there and execute, and he did. Raja Jackson had every intention of ending this man's life for nothing, which is one of the most retarded things I have ever seen in my entire life. This generation is so fucking retarded that not only are you sick enough to actively plan the death of practically an innocent man, you told your entire fucking live stream, you ape. I don't know what it is about this generation and self-reporting. It's literally so dumb, bro. And if you don't believe that a person can actually be this stupid, there's literally the clip right here.
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. But I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice back. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. For real. Tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch. No, they didn't tell me to fake him. They said I could hit him for real. Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real. If he hits.
How can you be this stupid, bro? This guy's lawyer is pulling his hair out, trying not to look like Jada Pinkett right now. This guy's lawyer is not getting that bag, bro. It's not happening, fam. This guy is already cooked, literally because he thought it was a good idea to record everything. This generation, bro, there is legit guys out there on social media that are actually still defending this, by the way. The most common take that I've seen on the situation, he's a grown man who was disrespected. And to the people who actually have less than 3 brain cells and genuinely believe that this was warranted because Psycho Stu hit Roger with a prop beer can because he thought he was a worker, you are a fucking school threat and you need to be locked up as well. The dudes who are actually defending this are the same people who got bullied in school and have this weird obsessive fantasy about getting payback or getting the bullies back because they're so fucking weak and pathetic that they can't even comprehend a situation like this with actual logic, and to them it's self-defense. Complete nerds, bro. And the worst part is this story isn't even done yet, guys. There's actually more stuff to make Roger look even more like an uncaged animal. For example, Psycho Stu apologizing to Roger no less than 3 times prior to this altercation.
So fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah. Hello. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were camera.
I get it.
We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And Roger acting like everything was cool. So for the complete retards and morons claiming self-defense, let me give you a quick lesson on the law. Self-defense is a legal justification for the use of force to protect oneself, another person, or property from imminent harm or unlawful threat. To be lawful, the force used must be necessary, reasonable, and proportionate to the threat, and the person using it cannot be the initial aggressor or have provoked the attack. If successful, self-defense acts as a complete defense to criminal charges leading to an acquittal. So, at first glance, I don't think being hit with a prop can warrants brain damage. So, not really much of a proportionate threat, is it really? Oh, and Roger left the threat, accepted that the threat was no longer threatening, accepting his apology, and then proceeded to spin back and beat this guy to a bloody pulp. So, by definition, not self-defense. In fact, it sounds more like attempted murder. For all you dickheads pulling out your Twitter law books, you are all as much of a primate as Roger Jackson is. Shut up and stop typing. Rampage Jackson, please stop talking about this situation on stream because it seriously is making you look like the worst father of all time. Rampage Jackson is really out here trying to blame the wrestling team for all of this, saying that Roger should have never been put into a situation he wasn't familiar with. Which, to be fair, there is some truth to. Roger clearly didn't understand what they meant when they told him to go in there and give him a cheap shot or whatever. However, Roger is 25 years old. I believe more than old enough to know that brain damage isn't usually a thing that is classified as a cheap shot in wrestling. I think that basic common sense would tell someone that brain damage probably isn't something you should be giving someone. But to be fair, there is like 1% of me that does have sympathy for Roger because he basically has to live in the shadow of his father, like most kids with celebrity parents have to. And add to the fact that his father is a complete arsehole in general, that is not a good recipe for success. Before this whole fiasco, Roger had been getting clowned ever since he took that tornado kick from that school threat, including from his own dad, who I'm going to try my best to not sound parasocial here, is someone who Roger clearly is trying to differentiate himself from because the alternative is competing with his dad, which he does when shit hits the fan. Like when Rampage was making fun of him for taking this kick. Like, with hindsight, The writing really was on the wall the last few days that Roger was going to crash out. This is a guy who clearly needs some type of therapeutic something. I don't know. I don't have a psychology degree, but he needs to go to jail first because he is a 25-year-old human who cannot stop himself from attempting murder when he feels angry. Like, some people don't need to be online. I've said this many times. Social media and stuff is horrible for the minds of young people. Like, Roger literally got rage baited into ruining his entire life, and most likely an innocent man's life. And it's because he listened to a chat of Kick watchers. The fact that they're on Kick probably means that they're fucking inbred anyways. These are the people that Roger valued their opinions of so much that he would crash out so hard like this. Shit is ridiculous. And what makes this even more ridiculous is Roger's reaction to the whole event afterwards.
Motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them little bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We're leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
All right, I'll call you back later.
Let's go. Ready? Get in the car. Let's go.
Firstly, my bad. Like, Roger, my guy, that's the best you can do after giving a guy brain damage, potentially, most likely. Like, come on, man. This guy is clearly in some sort of mental turmoil. Like, you can just outright see this. Honestly, I have called Roger a monkey, a gorilla, an idiot, all of these things in this video. But in all seriousness, I do hope that the guy gets some help. I hope this horrible decision he made doesn't completely ruin his life. But he needs to be locked up for real. For how long, that's not up to me. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And until next time, guys.